Hello, this your girl Nicole, aka Nikki 317. You know what it is, and you definitely know what it do. If you like this commentary, please feel free to like, share, subscribe, so you will know every time and get notifications every time when I drop a video. Okay? And like I said in every video, don't forget to drop down in the comments where we can have a conversation, honey, and we can agree or disagree, but it's always free speech over here. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna talk about Chrissy. Chrissy, whoo, child. Okay, Chrissy. I'm gonna give y'all an overview of who Chrissy is. Chrissy is a mommy vlogger. She's in the mommy sector, and she have 9 kids, and she is a creator of the Mamiani Gang, which has been dismantled since the Mamiana gang because of allegations of cocaine, and they was doing some things that they shouldn't have been doing on the trip. But nevertheless, she is a mom of 9 kids, and so we are going to get straight into the recent events that have happened so far. So, Chrissy, couple like was it? I think it was last month or the month before last. Chrissy had came onto the platform and stepped foot and said and made an announcement that she was pregnant. And so everybody was up in arms that she was pregnant, was like excited. Some people was like, nah, that's not a good look. But we have seen her pictures. We have seen pictures of her ex boyfriend, or I don't know if he's ex or current still, but we've seen pictures of him. People that went back as far as his school, um, where he was going to school for, which is he was going to school to be like I think an engineer, and and he's on his way to graduation, and so forth and so forth. And I guess he then left out of the picture, and so Chrissy then came up on here and made a storyline. From the pregnancy, is saying that she had a miscarriage, and the doctor uh, recommend her to go get a DNC done. And from what she told it like it wasn't an urgency to get a DNC done, and like the ball was basically in her court, which it did make sense. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why it didn't make sense, because anytime a doctor sees something wrong or see a problem, or they giving you a bad news and saying, hey, you have lost a child, even though it's hurtful for them to really come out and say that and to tell you that as a physician, they have to tell you, hey, you need to go get a DNC done, and they're gonna order a DNC. How come this doctor did not order her a DNC and have her to get it done right away? Like, that was crazy. So then, and that's how she told the story. So then she went and she told the story how the nurse and everybody was crying with her. And as a physician, when you are working with patients and when you are working with, or you seeing patients come in and out each and every day, and yes, there are times where you have to give good news and there are times where you have to give horrible news. And in this case and in this scenario, she said that they cried with her. They, like, physicians have been taught, and nurses, and anybody that's in the medical field, you have been taught that you cannot grow emotional attachment to your patients or to anything, to your residents or any, from that source or that matter, because it's going to affect your ability to do your job. And by you being so emotionally attached to this person, it can affect you in so many ways, because it makes, sometimes you get so attached to that person, then something happens, and you feel like, you can't do your job anymore because it's not fair, or you get so emotionally attached and it's going to interfere with your job. So that's the reason why they teach so strongly and boldly about you cannot have any type of emotional attachment to your clients. So from when she said they cried, I don't believe that story. I don't believe that part at all. So then she went and finally got a DNC done. She made posts about it, and just to try to shut the rumors down and try to, get ahead of the story. But it didn't work, not one bit at all, because the receipts that she posted was misspelled. Ain't no doctor in a right mind is going to sit up here and write on your wristband what procedure are you getting, what are you getting, why are you there. They're not going to do that. Second of all, that's against HIPAA violations. If anybody have known and have read HIPAA laws like I have and studied, yes, that's against HIPAA, period, point blank. So they can't do that. That's against, because that's like basically the doctor might as well just go ahead and tell your business to the whole world about what are you getting. You know what I'm saying? If they're going to write that on your wristband. So that was, that was fraudulent right there. And she, it was a lot of stuff that she was posting on her community tab that was just like, why would you do that? Like, why? So then she came out with that whole DNC story, and I'm gonna fast forward, hurry up. She came out with the DNC story, and that in that video she was not emotional, and she just said, she basically was talking about it without no emotions attached, because she didn't have the baby that long. But even though if you didn't have the baby that long, or you didn't carry, you still gonna have emotional attachment to that baby, because you expecting that baby. You want to hold that baby. You want to touch and you want to feel your baby. You want to watch your baby grow up. And then there's women out here that don't get the chance to have that type of lifestyle, where they get to have kids and watch the kids grow up, love them, teach them everything that they know. And then you got women that, wish that they had that lifestyle, but they can't. You know what I'm saying? And it's not because it's not by their choice. It sometimes it happens just because, it's something, we don't know. It could be something wrong with the woman's body, or, a lot of stuff play into, the reason why a woman can't carry, or she ain't able to conceive. You see what I'm saying? And my heartfelt condolences goes out to the women that have lost kids or have carried a baby for a minute and end up finding out that they can't carry that baby full term as expected. You know what I'm saying? My condolences goes out to them. But for a woman like Chrissy to come out with a story like that, it just breaks my heart. And then not only that, you basically have spit in your subscribers' face. I don't know what's up with her and Olivia and Jasmine with these storylines. It's just like they don't have no heart, they don't have no soul. It's just that they just come out with just storylines. But anyway, so last month she had the DNC, right? And so now she's pregnant. And I know from what I'm hearing from other people, that you're not supposed to have sex, which is, a standard procedure. You're not supposed to have any kind of, fluids down there, because it can cause an infection. And then not only that, the doctor is going to sit up there and tell you that you cannot have any type of sex, because you got to stay dry and to come back for follow-ups. And I don't think Chrissy really went back for a follow-up about, the DNC, to make sure that they got everything out of her system and making sure that her blood is okay. But Chrissy is what I noticed about Chrissy, and I'm gonna keep it real. What I noticed about Chrissy is she loves men, and she always said that she loved dick, and she always been proud to say it. And that's all she, really care about, is getting with a man, and a man supposed to help her. And, and she got 9 kids, You know what I'm saying? But you gotta understand who wants to, what man will want to be with a woman that have 9 kids. And right now, Chrissy, she should, like, what she should be doing is she should be focusing on her and finishing doing mommy duties to all 9 of her kids, because you asking for a 10, 11 child to come into this world. Let me tell you something. Pregnancy is very hard on a woman's body, and people fail to realize that it's really hard. It looks easy because, yes, we carry the baby, but you got to understand how hard it is on a woman's body, and you got to do research. But Chrissy, she just want to come out here and she want to have kids and want to try to keep a man, want to trap a man, and that's not what it is. I mean, in this whole, and the thing is, what she is teaching and what she's showing her subscribers is not livable. It's not doable. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't get a man and just have sex with him and then trap him so you can get pregnant. And you know what I'm saying? Because let me tell you something. Pregnancy is it's a big deal. It's a hell of a big deal. And you got Chrissy. She's sitting up here with a storyline like this, and she thinking that it's okay and it's fun to have a storyline like this. It's not cute and it's not flattering. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I'm trying to teach these mommies, that it's a blessing to have kids and be able to have kids and to watch your kids grow up and do good and better and go off and go to college, make something out of themselves, get married, have kids, and the cycle repeats itself. You see what I'm saying? And it's a blessing. But for you to have a storyline, and let me tell you something, and I can't say this enough. What people got to realize, when you start doing storylines, and I don't care if it's an abortion, whatever it is, and you think it's a money maker, you got to understand that you're speaking things into existence. So whatever you gotta think about it, because why you think the Bible talks about it so biblically, about life and death is in the power of the tongue. Like, you gotta watch what you say, and you gotta watch what you speaking over your body and over your unborn. I don't know what's up with her and Liv. They do the exact same thing. They talk about it like Liv. She sat up there and she talked about her baby, like she talked about AJ talking about Angel baby and all this foolishness. And I'm like, you don't understand that, like, if you was, to get pregnant, you don't know that you could be, speaking like death over your child. Like, you don't know. Like, these women, they do stuff. I understand that you need money. I understand that. And some of these women, they don't take YouTube as serious. This is your job. This is your bread and butter. And this is the thing, and I could, like, back when COVID was happening, and let me tell you something. Back when COVID was around and we was locked in the house, and we was in the house bored, right? I kid you not. There's a family called the Prince family. They came out with some good content, and they still do sometimes and stuff like that. And I remember people was doing content about them having COVID. And people was asking Damian Prince to go out and, why don't you and your family do the prank that they were seeing trending all over YouTube. And he went live and he sat up there and he told people, he said, I'm not about to play like that. I'm not about to risk my family life, and I'm not about to sit up here and try to put that on me or my family. He was like, I'm not doing that prank. I'm not doing that storyline, because that he understood that that's speaking death, and there was people that was actually really dying by the hundreds and by the thousands of COVID, from COVID. And he was like, no, I'm not about to play like that. And then he was like, and that's being self-centered, and that's being childish, because there are people that was losing loved ones day in and day out. You see what I'm saying? So he knew what type of stuff that was entertainment, and he knew some stuff that he know not to dibble and dabble with. But these women right here, and all I'm gonna say is these women right here, they will do anything for money. Anytime you can cuss your mama out on live and thinking that everything is cool, you cuss your subscribers out, you think that's gonna fly every single time when stuff don't go your motherfucking way? Like, you gotta like, these women don't understand what to do. It's just like they just doing stuff. It seems like right now these girls are just pulling stuff out of their hat. Like, they just pulling stuff. Like, oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put out content, and this gonna be the content. No, when you are coming a content creator, you gotta be wise about the content that you're creating. Like, I've been watching some YouTubers that will sit up here and do a breakup content, and then in real life they really did break up. It may not be for that moment when they did the video, but later on in life and down throughout the years, they're gonna start to drift away and break up for real. Like we see Carmen and Corey. We never thought that they were gonna break up, but they have always put that in the atmosphere. Every time they did a video, I'm breaking up. We breaking up. And then now in 2023 to 2024, they are separated because they put that stuff out there in the atmosphere. They did it out of content and money, but look what it done to you and your relationship. So you got to be mindful of what you put out here, and these women don't think nothing of it. That's why I said life and death is in the power of the tongue. Your tongue is the most powerful thing that's on your body. That's the reason why we always wish each other get well, get soon, get better. You know what I'm saying? Because we speak it positive. Like, you got to get well, you got to get better. You're going to walk up out of here, and we want to see it happen because we constantly speaking it over you every time we see you. You see what I'm saying? That's because it's manifestation and it's coming into, you know what I'm saying? We speak it positive. But I don't know. But all I can say with Chrissy is this. The content that she makes, it sucks. It sucks ass. Like, for you to really do that, you use a low blow motherfucker to really come up with a content like this and thought it was fun, and you got people flocking down in your in your comments telling their story about what they done went through, and the whole entire time it's not real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be mindful. You playing on these people's top, and I think she knows that she's playing on these people's top, and they better quit before they ain't gonna have a channel or subscribers. But that's all I got on Chrissy today. If you like this commentary, please don't forget to comment down below. If you want to see more content and more reactions, please feel free to give me new mommies to really react on. And let's keep the conversation going about Miss Mamas, Hot Mamas, the one that got 9 kids and don't know how blessed she really got it. Let's keep the comments going. I love you guys. Thank you for subscribing and rolling with the girl. And I will see you on the next video. Bye. And as for any woman who have lost a child in the middle or at the beginning of their pregnancy, I would like to extend my warm condolences to every woman that has experienced this type of pain. I don't wish this on nobody. Thank you for watching. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye.